As a woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even, it don't matter.
I see dozens of videos like this every single day. Explain to me again the benefit to a man to being in a relationship with a woman, because there isn't.
Women use their Instagram as like their own little attention economy. If she does not reply to your DMs, then you don't follow her. And if you follow her and she doesn't follow you back, that's a big red flag. In addition to that, you do not comment on her photos unless you have piped her or you are within 1 or 2 dates. These girls will like take as much free attention as they can get, bro.
We continue to uphold traditional chauvinistic norms for men while pretending to embrace an idealized egalitarian society. The romanticized image of what a handsome man should be still lingers, with the expectation that men are emotionless, flawless, and incapable of making mistakes.
Says to men that what attention is to women.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you argue that we cheat on men by having open Instagram accounts while in a relationship?
Wait.
I said, is sex to men what attention is to women? You all said yes. Please don't change it now. Could we argue that we cheat by having open Instagram accounts while in a relationship?
No.
Posting first track,
You can do
having
that.
the men like
No.
all
How
the
is that
pictures.
cheating?
Today's women often exchange their beauty for every desirable quality a man can offer. The issue is that the majority of young men are held to unreasonable standards by women, creating a serious challenge in building trust and self-confidence.
Men are staying single because it's not men that don't feel worthy of love. It's that they don't trust that women are going to give them the love they feel they deserve. There's ulterior motives, conditions, acts of service they have to do in order to be worthy of such love, versus women just have to be women. Because a lot of the times they use their kitty as a bargaining chip, as a prize to be won. Well, when you use that as a tool to bargain with, then it becomes a commodity and it lessens the value for both sexes. So for some, it's far less problematic to just be single. They respect their worth, they just don't feel that a woman respects theirs.
More men today are choosing to stay single permanently, opting out of traditional relationships and marriage. As the dating scene shifts, men are realizing they don't need to conform to old-fashioned expectations. They're embracing a new mindset, focusing on personal growth and rejecting societal pressures. In today's world, every man stands alone. He faces his dreams, fears, and choices on his own. Men find strength in solitude, while time acts as a challenge for women, not a friend.
When it comes to working hard and being productive, women have a different mindset with that. So living with a girl is counterproductive to you. And then on top of that, right, you're living with her, the mystery is gone. She knows what you do all the time. She sees where you're at. That's when women start to get comfortable when you live with them, because they know that you can't replace them a lot of times. She's your only source of sex. A lot of times when guys move in with their girl, they think, I'm going to save money, I'm going to get laid more. It actually goes down. You get laid less because she knows where you're at all the time, and her mind, right, isn't racing or guessing. I've always said a man's best tool to defeat hypergamy is imagination. I'm not saying you got to go out and fuck another girl, but if she thinks you are, or that you're capable of doing it, that's going to keep her on her toes, and she's going to stay more attracted to you.
As a society, we claim to have progressed, but many expectations are still placed on men that don't apply to women. These standards are often unrealistic and harsh.
There's a lot of people out there that are deeply unhappy. Like, what is the statistic? There was some crazy statistic we read recently about the amount of men who are not in relationships and are not having sex. I think it's like 50%. It's something.
Really? 50%?
Bonkers. Because people are just online. Like, if you have a job, you know that Call of Duty is waiting. And all you have to do is put those headphones on and sit in front of that computer. And now life is exciting.
Giving women phones with cameras was a mistake. No matter how great a man is to a woman, he can't compete with the attention she gets on social media.
So if you didn't know, I'm a sex worker. I do OnlyFans for a living. And I just moved to a new state, so I'm trying to find a place to live. And yesterday, I went to go look at this house, and the guy was like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" And I was like, "Oh, I do social media." And he was like, "That's so cool," and started asking me a bunch of questions about it, like, "Oh, do you do brand deals?" I was like, "Yeah, I do brand deals." But after a while, I had to be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't like talking about my work." He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I ask why?" And I'm like, "Well, it's because I actually do OnlyFans."
If my daughter ever came to me and said that she was doing OnlyFans, I would disown her directly. That's how much I hate these. For $25.99, anyone can dip a peek under there.
Simply being a good, hardworking man means nothing. You need to meet all of her standards before you even get a chance. And even then, that prize isn't all it's cracked up to be. Her past experiences leave her with a high body count, and not all of them are good.
Generally, this is the attitude when it comes to guys who earn less than 100K. And it's to do with social media, and it's to do with the male influencers as well, who promote having to have, $100 million just to get by. And it's just not the reality of things. Most men are out there working extremely hard, contributing to society and building things. I'm very lucky in the sense that I actually get to have a YouTube channel where I can earn a lot of money.
Okay,
if my
well,
YouTube channel,
then what do you do?
if my YouTube channel goes away tomorrow like that, people will watch some other shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. But these guys, if they stop building the structure tomorrow, all of a sudden we've got half-built structures everywhere. All of a sudden you can't flush your toilet. All of a sudden you can't have electricity. And all of a sudden we can't have protection from the police. These are the people who literally build the world around you. And it's just like, I absolutely detest that notion of people laughing at people who work with their hands.
Life is far better when your world doesn't revolve around chasing women. The constant pursuit of relationships out of fear of being independent is weak and far from masculine. Instead, focus on what genuinely makes you happy and find real interests outside of cultural pressures to pair up.
Instagram or a long-term boyfriend? Pick one. Okay, let's see.
Instagram.
Okay.
What? Instagram.
Instagram? Okay. Instagram? Okay.
Oh, Judeanne's getting red pill right now.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Instagram.
Detroit.
I probably already knew, but Instagram.
What the fuck?
I would say Instagram. I haven't met or found a man yet that can give me what Instagram has given me. So Instagram.
Whoa! Yeah, this is why this show is necessary. Do you see how all these girls are in a relationship with Instagram instead of a real man? They're addicted to attention instead of love.
Actually, yeah. And we wonder why divorce rates are skyrocketing and marriage rates are declining and men are overwhelmingly depressed. It's because of things like this. Somebody replied and said, "Who raised y'all? The internet?" Somebody else said, "It's fine, boys. They're weeding out the girls from the women for us. Girls love attention. Women value love." That's wholesome. It's also very real.
Women get endless attention for posting a few attractive pictures on social media, while men are largely ignored and invisible. There's been a lot of talk about the unfair standards women face, but much less attention is given to the unspoken expectations placed on men. Society has seemingly stopped caring about men, and when things get tough, illogical standards for men are justified.
Social media is out to destroy men. It's no secret that men are visual creatures. And honestly, I see no problem with that. But the algorithms exploit this as a weakness to keep you on their platforms as long as possible. By only filling in your following tab with IG models, you're feeding into the exact system that's making men weak today. My guys, there's nothing wrong with having primal physical attraction to women, but use that primal desire to attract real girls in real life. To become the man that won't accept a girl at face value, and the man that women need to better themselves for. You have the ability to change your own algorithm. So engage with content that will actually serve you. Because at the end of the day, your presence on this earth is to fuel the betterment of society.
It seems like the problem isn't just that young men have flaws, but that they quickly adopt stereotypes about what the ideal man should be. Any sign of weakness or flaw, and women move on, no longer giving him the time of day.
Every man that I've ever been with has treated me like a princess. And when they didn't, I looked at them like, what's happening right now? I don't get it. I know I don't like it. So I'm going to go. You know what I mean? Anything I asked for, any expectation I had, I was just like, this is how it's always happened for me. So why wouldn't it happen now? Unless you're different from everything that I've ever experienced. And if you're different from everything I've ever experienced, then either you're not a good fit, or I'm obviously too good for you, or I just need to hurry up and get to the next guy who's going to give me what I've always been given.
You never see a woman in a long-term committed relationship give this type of advice. Because let's be honest, the women that demand princess treatment are never the ones that reciprocate that same energy. And they leave the second the man makes a mistake.
Women who demand to be treated like royalty rarely give that same treatment in return. As Emily points out, young men face numerous preconceived biases before they even get a chance. These assumptions, calling him a predator, a creep, or a loser, are all too common. And on top of that, he's expected to treat her like a princess despite how she treats him. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Help us spread the word and support men worldwide. We encourage your comments and always look forward to a healthy debate.